This is something that came up during Super Bowl week, and it was one of the things we didn't have a chance to really look at closely. But it's just another example of why the Jets are one of the most dysfunctional teams in the National Football League. The Jets are the Jets, as maybe someone should say. Woody Johnson, the owner of the team, has been the common thread for 25, 26 years of dysfunction in New York. Yeah, they made it to the AFC Championship somehow in back-to-back seasons under Rex Ryan. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2010. And the fact that Aaron Glenn has fired so many of the coaches that he hired just a year ago, that was a sign that his buyout probably saved him $40-45 million to not coach the team. Probably saved him from getting fired after 1 year. And now, beyond having to make a massive overhaul to his coaching staff, this story, and Rich Cimini of ESPN.com crystallized it recently, and we wrote about it at PFT on Wednesday. The idea that Wink Martindale had a couple of interviews with Aaron Glenn to be the next defensive coordinator of the team. At the first interview, the impression was he gets the keys to the defense. He runs his system. He does his thing. He calls the plays. Second interview, well, it's not going to be that way. And the takeaway, and this echoes reporting that popped up a couple of weeks ago, the notion that Woody Johnson may have said to Aaron Glenn, hey, you're a defensive coach. You were hired because of your success with the Lions defense. You run the defense. You call the plays. I mean, you already fired Steve Wilkes during the 2025 season. This time around, you're not going to delegate. You're not going to be the CEO of the team. You're going to be the head coach, and you're going to run the defense, and you're going to call the defensive plays. And it just feels like it's not going to go well. Not that that's a risky proposition. When has things gone well for the Jets in recent years? But this one is just lining up already to be a problem. And Glenn, and look, the buyout will be around $30 million after the 2026 season. But, if you're having misgivings about the guy you hired, and this goes back to something that I learned years ago, and this is true in any business, any endeavor. If you've made a mistake, you got two choices. You can double down or you can admit it. Admitting it, that's the easiest path back to normal. Doubling down just complicates everything. And who knows? Maybe this is exactly what the Jets need. Maybe this will bring out the best in Aaron Glenn. Maybe he'll be the coach of the year. But the circumstances are far from ideal. The overhaul in the coaching staff, the inability to hire the guy that he may have wanted, to let that guy run the defense so Aaron Glenn can be free to coach the whole team. By all indications, he's not allowed to do it because the boss said you're not doing it. And it'll be interesting to see what the players think of the boss when the next wave of NFLPA report cards is published to the players and then inevitably leaked to someone in the media. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.